Welcome back everyone to 3 News First Edition on this Saturday morning. Live look right now at North Beach from our Lexington camera. Starting off once again with mainly cloudy conditions to start off your morning. It's warm and muggy out there, but most of us, good news, are dry. 81 degrees right now, feeling already like 90 degrees with a dew point at 80. South-southeast wind at about 7 miles an hour out there, so humidity value at 97%. Continuing to track flooding. Coastal flood advisories near the coast north of Corpus Christi Bay. That lasts through today. Also tracking a few flood warnings still issued for some of our rivers out there. So rivers are still swelling. Thanks to that heavy rainfall that we've seen throughout the last several days. So be careful when encountering some of these streams and rivers across the coastal bend. Temperatures out there right now, lower 80s for many of us near the coast. 83 Port Aransas, 82 in Rockport, 80 in Ingleside, 79 right now in Mathis, and 80 degrees in Alice. Dew point temperatures, they're up there. They're close to 80 degrees this morning, so it is warm and very muggy as you step outside. Winds relatively light. Calm conditions right now in Beeville and Mathis. Otherwise, out of the south and southeast, at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wind speeds will pick up a little bit as we get towards the afternoon hours. So out of the southeast at about 15 miles an hour, giving us a little bit of a breeze for your day today. And we expect that to continue into Saturday evening as well. Satellite and radar, mainly quiet conditions. A few of us picking up on some sprinkles down to the south of Corpus Christi right now. Otherwise, we're quiet at the time, or for the time being. Low pressure here moving westward, now south and southwest of Del Rio. This has been responsible for all that rain the past several days, continuing to push westward, and we'll quiet things out across the coastal bend as this low pressure continues to move on off to the west. You see a little bit more moderate activity, more numerous off towards San Antonio and Laredo this morning. That is all associated, thank you, to that low pressure system. So as it pushes away from us, rain chances go downward. However, today still seeing that scattered shower activity. Temperatures in the mid 70s, increasing to the mid to upper 80s. Feels like temperatures near 100 degrees with mainly cloudy conditions and a few isolated scattered showers out there. Beach cast today, 85 degrees. Water temperature a little bit cooler now, 83 degrees thanks to that rain we've seen. Southeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Rip current risk is in the moderate category, and we're watching those waves, still 4-foot waves with a 7-second period. Headed out to the Hooks game tonight, 7:05 p.m. versus Midland. Temperatures in the mid 80s, cooling to the low 80s. Mainly cloudy conditions, isolated sprinkle possible, but it looks like a pretty nice night to enjoy a Hooks game on this Saturday evening. Tropical satellite right now, relatively quiet. We're watching post-tropical Elsa moving off the coast of New England this morning. Otherwise, we're quiet. We're not expecting any tropical development over the next 5 to 7 days. So that's some good news there. We'll keep an eye on the tropics, but right now it is looking mainly quiet over the next week or two. 7-day forecast, scattered showers today, then we turn less active, partly cloudy conditions as we head into next week. Stray shower chance can't be ruled out of the forecast, all that humidity around here, but still less rain chances. Temperatures though, they're coming up back in the low 90s Sunday, and we continue with that through next week. Brian.
Thank you.